Fawaka. We are back with a new kind of video. So far, we just had gameplay with commentary of the gameplay going on, but we're trying something new and we're gonna do a UCL roundup. We also are going to do a Premier League roundup at the end of the game week. So on Monday, we will have a Premier League roundup for this coming weekend. We will always do the Premier League game week roundup after the last game has been played. So I hope you guys like the new format. Leave some feedback in the comment section. Before we start with this Champions League roundup, I just want to say I'm an Arsenal fan. So when they play, I will probably go more in depth in their games compared to the other ones. Also, if Tottenham lose, yes, I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna be annoying about Tottenham losing because obviously we hate Tottenham. So let's get into this Champions League roundup. First up, we have Barca against Benfica. Barca obviously 1-0 up against Benfica because of the first game with 10 men. They held on, they scored their goal. So Benfica has to try and get back into this game by scoring early, hopefully for them. Before the kickoff, they honor the doctor that passed away from Barcelona. Obviously, the players want to win for him today. Early on in the game, Yamal dribbles past two players with an amazing move, drop of the shoulder, two guys on the floor, passes the ball to Rafinha. Rafinha has a good finish, and it's 1-0 Barca, 2-0 over two legs. Benfica has a lot of work to do. They do come back into the game with a headed corner from Otamendi. Makes it 1-1 in the game. Maybe gives Benfica some hope. Unfortunately for them, Yamal receives the ball right about the right-hand side of the penalty area. He dribbles inside and curls it into the far corner. They did try an attack, but they just couldn't get any real chances off. In the 42nd minute, Barca has a counter. Balde gives the ball to Rafinha. Rafinha makes it 3-1 on the day. Nothing really happens in the second half, and Barca got through to the quarterfinals. Next match is Inter against Feyenoord. Feyenoord lost in Rotterdam 2-0 to Inter. They have Robin van Persie as their head coach. Didn't make a really great start with them, so not really much chance for Feyenoord to get into the next round. After 8 minutes, Thuram scores a goal. 3-0 down for Feyenoord. Not really a great chance for them to get back into this. They did beat AC Milan, but Inter is just on another level. Feyenoord do get a penalty. They make it 1-1 on the day. Inter Milan gets another chance because of a penalty. Çalhanoğlu steps up, scores, and that's really the end of the tie. The best chances after that were for Inter. The next game we're gonna watch is Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern München. One of those games where it didn't really matter because Bayern München already won 3-0. Last year's champions Leverkusen don't look as great as they did last year. They did try to get back into this tie, but unfortunately for them, Xhaka made a foul. Kimmich takes the free kick. The ball drops for Harry Kane, a bit of luck involved. He scores. It's 4-0 overall. You're not really going to come back from that. And then later on in the game, Alphonso Davies, he scores another goal. to make it 5-0 over 2 legs. And Bayer Leverkusen is just out of the Champions League. They can't continue their form from last season, and Bayern Munich is a lot better than last season. So it just shows in the figures that they are just way better. They went through. It does mean that Bayern Munich and Inter will play each other in the next round. That's the only match that is set already. The other teams that went through today, they have to wait until the next games are played to see which teams they will face. Last but not least, we have the main event of the night, Liverpool against Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool won in Paris 1-0 with 10 men with a Harvey Elliott goal. And in the early stages of this game, it's one-way traffic from Liverpool. From minute 1 to around minute 10, they have multiple chances. Salah, his shot gets blocked by Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes made an amazing game, locking Salah up. But in this he stops him from scoring. They get another chance, but unfortunately, no goal again from Salah. And after that first 10 minutes, finally there's an attack from Paris Saint-Germain where they get through the Liverpool defense. Barcola gets the ball to Dembele. Dembele, he gets the ball into the back of the net, and it's 1-1. Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain over 2 games. Obviously, Liverpool is expected to win this at Anfield, top of the Premier League, against Paris Saint-Germain, who doesn't have all the stars like they used to. But the game is really, really interesting. Paris Saint-Germain starts flying after that. They have a couple of chances with Barcola, and Alisson is just too good for them. He stops everything that comes his way, just like the first game where he made a lot of saves. Second half starts, Liverpool is on top again. They have a lot of chances. They even score a goal, but the pass before Trent's chance was offside. Trent hits the post, Szoboszlai hits the rebound into the back of the net. But unfortunately, like I said, offside, goal ruled out. There's a free kick from Liverpool, and Kwanzaa hits the post with a header. In the 87th minute, Kvaratskhelia gets a chance, but he shoots the ball over the bar. We go into extra time at Anfield, and in extra time, it looked like Paris Saint-Germain just had more energy. They had more will to win, which is weird because they're at Anfield, whole crowd behind Liverpool. But Paris did have the better chances, but they were unable to score. We go into penalties. Vitinha slots it home. Liverpool's first penalty taker is going to be Mohamed Salah. He scores. Second penalty for Paris Saint-Germain is taken by Gonzalo Ramos. He scores. 2-1 for Paris Saint-Germain. Next up is Darwin Núñez. Obviously, we all know Darwin Núñez. He misses a lot of chances. The Liverpool fans are not always happy with him. He steps up. He shoots the ball into the right corner. Hits it like mid-height. Great like own goal. Donnarumma. He saves it. It's 2-1 Paris Saint-Germain after both teams took 2 penalties. Now it's time for Dembele to step up. He scores. It's 3-1 for Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool need to score their next penalty to at least stay in distance. Next up is Curtis Jones, Liverpool's own. He steps up. He shoots the ball into the left bottom corner. It's not really into the corner. It's right between the corner and the middle, so it's not that great. There's not much power on it. Donnarumma saves it. Still, Paris Saint-Germain is up 3-1 after Liverpool missed 2 penalties. Next up for Paris Saint-Germain is Desiree Doué. All he needs to do is score, and Paris Saint-Germain go through to the quarterfinals. He sends Alisson the wrong way, and it's over for Liverpool at Anfield, losing to Paris Saint-Germain on penalties. Real blow for them. They were the favorites in this tie. Paris Saint-Germain is on a good run right now. They beat Liverpool at Anfield and go through to the next round. They have to wait for their opponent because Wednesday's games will determine their opponent. So let's look forward to Wednesday's games. Obviously, PSV is going to London to face Arsenal after they lost 7-1 to Arsenal. The game is kind of a foregone conclusion. You never know what crazy thing can happen, but we don't really expect anything to happen from that game. Arsenal is probably gonna rest some players against PSV because on Sunday they have to play against Chelsea. They are second in the Premier League. They don't really have a chance to win it anymore, but they have to keep getting points at least to stay in the top 4. They have to just go for that second place to finish as high as they can. The Gunners will probably have one eye on the game in Madrid, where Atletico play Real Madrid. The winner of that game will play Arsenal most likely. Real Madrid don't really have a great history against Atletico Madrid season. They go to the one to face Atletico. They do have a 2-1 lead, so they could just sit back and counter. Atletico does have the home crowd behind them. It didn't work for Liverpool, but you never know what it will give to Atletico. Maybe they can overcome their deficit and go through to the next round. It is probably the most exciting tie of this day, followed by Dortmund versus Lille in France. Lille faced Dortmund after a 1-1 draw in Germany. We will see which one of these teams will go through to the quarterfinals. The winner of that game will face Barcelona, so it won't be an easy one in the next round. But at least you have to be in it to win it. The last game of this Wednesday is going to be Aston Villa against Bruges. Bruges has a 3-1 deficit against Aston Villa and going to Villa Park with that against Aston Villa coached by Unai Emery. He did a lot of great things in the Europa League. Maybe he can bring Villa around further in the Champions League. If they do save their 3-1 lead, they will go on to face Paris Saint-Germain, which is probably going to be an exciting game because I feel like two teams with great young players against each other. It's going to be very exciting. Villa has had some upsets already this season by beating Bayern München, so there is no way they don't stand any chance against Paris Saint-Germain. So, guys, that was the Champions League roundup. I hope you like the new format. Give us some feedback in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.